Welcome back. Now we are going to deal with okay. Now we are going to deal with middleware, and in middleware we have a processing hub of IoE. That is, middleware sits between network and application layers, managing data storage, service abstraction, and information processing. So applications never need to know how the underlying device works. The real understanding over here is data management and service abstraction, information processing, interoperability. So data management, this deals with aggregation, filters, stores. This deals with aggregation, filters, and stores incoming device data at the scale of some data aggregation. And service abstraction deals with getting abstract values over different API applications, and these API applications will result in creating hardware complexity, where the hardware services must be taken under consideration, so that the service must give an abstract or raw value of how to handle all these stuffs for synchronized output creation. So the synchronized output creation refers to creating a thing which actually makes us to understand in the way that how the system performs with an absolute interest over the APIs. Information processing. In the information processing, the applies it in the information processing. It applies to analytical. Applies to analytics and the rules that the event processes to create a raw data streams, and these raw data streams actually create a more immense information processing, making an adaptive change in information gathering and execution. And all these information gathering and execution will create an interoperability. Interoperability means the thing which leads to a different vendor protocol method, where the system performs more keenly with interconnectivity or interoperability, or something related to inter-network types. Then application layer. So what it does, the phase of internet of everything. This layer delivers processed information to the end user through dashboards, mobile apps, and automated services, translating data into insight, alters translating data into insights, alters and actions across every industry. So the key change over here is it need to consider some idea of creating a eminent dashboard, the dashboard that develops apps, protocols, and few other things that are used in user interactions. And user interactions may be of either app type, mobile type, or even it is of in a framework type in the website. And in domain specific logic, it tailors with the functionality to healthcare, agriculture, industry, or smart homes. So all these comes under some healthcare, agriculture, industries, or smart homes. All these comes under a domain specific area, that is application specific areas. Then comes the decision support system. then comes the decision support system, that is it turns analytics into alterations, that it turns analytics into alerts, automations, and actionable recommendations. So these alerts, recommendations, and alternatable things must be made confined to look after the decision support services and acknowledgement services. So on the whole, it deals with feedback and control system, that is it sends some commands back and through for these actuators and devices to take into control, so that the functionality may create some important specification in attaining the feedback control loop. So here the feedback control loop gives a more restricted and informative area for the process, and it gives more reliable thing for the process. So the application layer gives on the whole a user interactive section, domain specific logic, and decision support system for the process and support of the feedback. Okay, so for the process and support we need a good number of information to process, and all these processes makes us to understand one idea, that is it needs more important analytical as well as connectivity established layers to support it. So examples of the technologies that are being used by sensing layer comes under temperature and humidity, RFID tags, and GB modules, GPS, cameras, images, wearable biosensors, and smart meters. So all stuffs that are very precise in functionality gives this information, that is precision agriculture. So that are very precise, gives this precision agriculture. So precision agriculture is the one which governs the idea of creating a nominal output via a perfect input. Nominal output via a perfect input. So the other ideas of these technologies are Wi-Fi, cellular 5G technologies, Zigbee technologies, and LoRa, Bluetooth, and satellite technologies. And here the middleware deals with, before as we said, it deals with MQTT protocols and brokering protocols, cloud platforms, time series, time series, stream processings, and APIs, gateways, and device managements. And these are applicable for technologies such as smart home apps, health dashboards, industrial monitorings, and any sorts of flight logistics and real inventory systems. So one such example is we were putting through smart agriculture. Smart agriculture is the one which helps us to sense, synchronize through network, and connect it to middleware and apply it as an application. So here the sense deals with sensing, that is soil moisture and temperature sensors in the field, and it may take around 10 minutes to do all these steps. And the network, that is a LoRa WAN gateway transmitter that senses the sensors and loads it over for the links, and middleware for storing and ensuring the process of data transmission. Then application that creates the farmers a wide area of visual diagnostics and automation. So we have a structured layer by layer information, that is starting with capturing physical world data sensing through RFID sensors, cameras, GPS, then soil moisture sensor, network that is transmitter through Wi-Fi, then middleware that is through MQTT, and applications such as dashboard, mobile apps, and analytics. So why this layered model matters is because we have a good idea of separations, we have a good idea on interoperability, that is how they deal with, then scalability, how we can maximize the performance, and end-to-end intelligence.